Let's go now to New York and take a live look there. Clearly, that went heavily in Joe Biden's favor. We got protests in New York reacting to today's election news. Let's bring in Alex Hogan. She's live with what they're saying on the ground. Alex.
Hi, Trace. Well, this is quite the celebration here in Times Square. If you take a look around me, I'm standing with about 8,000 people now crowding the streets. About 5 streets are blocked off these crossroads to make sure that there are no vehicles passing through these masses of crowds now overwhelming the streets. And if you look at New York, 55% of the vote went to Biden, whereas 43% of the vote went to Trump. But in Manhattan alone, 85.4% of the city voted for Biden, and only 14.5% went red. A lot of responses today from elected officials. The mayor of the city tweeting, "This is what democracy looks like." Chuck Schumer tweeted a video of himself congratulating Joe Biden. He also held up his phone so Biden could hear crowds cheering for him. Back here in New York City, a lot of cheering for this new victory that they say is something that they have long been waiting for. One person I spoke with here, this is David. David has been standing here for about 2 hours. This is now the backdrop. A lot of people taking a lot of photos here.
Yeah.
David, why was it important for you to come out here today?
You know, there's a long list of incompetencies about this administration that led us to come out and to vote for these two fine people. But among them, the divisiveness, the hate that we have seen in this country against the LGBT community, people of color, our fellow citizens, regardless of where they're from. That American carnage, it stops right here and it stops right now.
That's exactly the message we've been hearing from a lot of people. You'll see a lot of people chanting, cheering. It's almost like a dance party. There was one instance of someone climbing this telephone pole over here, this light pole, I should say. Eventually, that person was taken down. But again, if you look around me here, the streets are just swarmed with people. This is something that is drastically different from what we have seen in Times Square throughout the pandemic. This area has been basically a skeleton of what it once was. Now crowded with people cheering, saying this is the moment they were waiting for. Trace?
Scenes like that across the country. Alex Hogan live for us in Times Square, New York.